Florida only lost 20-10 last night to LSU in spite of DJ Lagway tossing up 5 interceptions. DJ Lagway, like Arch Manning, had historic levels of hype this offseason. He was talked up to be the new messiah of Florida football. Like he was the second coming of Tim Tebow. Had a very good true freshman campaign. Showed a lot of promise in those upset wins that Florida had against LSU, Ole Miss late during last season. Made it seem like it was finally feasible to have some faith in Billy Napier. Well, year 2, DJ Lagway has looked worse than Anthony Richardson. He's been arguably the worst quarterback in all of college football. Struggled against USF. He threw 5 gifts to LSU's defense last night. At this point, we have to admit that DJ Lagway is nowhere as good as the player that he was hyped up to be. And I don't even know if DJ Lagway will be as good as the player that we thought he was going to be when he was coming out of high school because of Billy Napier's poor development. Billy Napier, with how bad his play calling is, you're not doing a young quarterback like DJ Lagway any favors. DJ Lagway threw 5 interceptions, and Jaden Ball, arguably the second best player on Florida's offense, only had 10 touches despite averaging 4.6 yards per carry. If your quarterback is struggling on the road, you don't help them by throwing the football nearly 50 times. You run the ball. You ease them into the game. But Billy Napier, with his poor play calling, he has set DJ Lagway up for failure. DJ Lagway struggling is not on him. It has everything to do on Billy Napier. His stubbornness to hire an offensive coordinator, continuing to call plays, is hurting DJ Lagway's development, and it's holding back this football program. Billy Napier should be fired. He should have his key card access to Florida's facilities revoked right now. Florida got embarrassed on national television. Florida is not as bad as what they looked against LSU on Saturday night. This is one of the most talented offenses in the SEC. They have phenomenal true freshmen. They have a top 10 offensive line led by an All-American center, great running backs. Their defense is also good as well. So Florida is a lot better than what they look like against LSU, especially offensively. But why isn't Florida playing up to the level of potential that they have? Simple. Because Billy Napier doesn't know how to drive the Lamborghini. Billy Napier can have all the talent in the world, but with his Sunbelt play calling, he's not going to be able to get the most out of it. Florida is going to disappoint once again this season, despite having the most talented team that they've had in a very long time, because they are poorly coached. If Dan Mullen had this year's Florida's team, they will win the SEC. Dan Mullen, say what you want to about his poor recruiting. This dude was a football savant. X's and O's was his thing. Just give him the team. This year's Florida team, with Dan Mullen calling the plays, would have cooked. Are you kidding me? LSU would have got fried. Dan Mullen, with a DJ Lagway, a top 10 offensive line, and all this talent at running back and receiver, this dude would have had an all-you-can-eat buffet. He wouldn't have known what to do with himself with the amount of riches that he would have. But you have Sunbelt Billy, better recruiter than Dan Mullen. But it doesn't matter how well you can recruit and develop talent if you're not putting these players in positions to succeed, which is what Billy Napier is not doing at Florida. And DJ Lagway, he's just not going to be the player that he was hyped up to be. He can still be very good, but when you tell me somebody's a dynamic quarterback, I think Lamar Jackson and Jaden Daniels. When you bring up DJ Lagway and dynamic quarterback, they don't correlate. DJ Lagway is a more athletic Jameis Winston. He has a little bit of wiggle, but he's not dynamic running the ball like a Lenore Sellers. He has a good arm, not a great arm. He's a good quarterback. And he doesn't look good right now because Billy Napier's poor play calling is compromising him. You only give Jaden Ball, who is averaging nearly 5 yards per carry, 10 attempts in spite of your quarterback throwing out Christmas presents, and you don't want to help the brother out when he's obviously rattled on the road. I don't know what Billy Napier was telling DJ Lagway on the sideline after every pick that he threw, but I hope he was apologizing to him after every single one, saying, I'm sorry, DJ. You deserve better than me as your head coach because I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know how to get the most out of you. I don't know how to properly develop you to live up to your full potential. All I've done is underachieve at Florida. And I'm failing you, and I'm going to cause you to underachieve because I'm just an underachieving coach that Florida doesn't want to fire. The main reason why Billy Napier even was given a 4th season this year was because of how well Florida played during the second half of last year. All of the outstanding young players that Florida has their NIL money put into, they played great under Billy Napier in 2024. They're not looking so great right now. So if what gave Billy Napier a 4th season isn't looking so hot, he deserves his access to Florida's facilities revoked.